Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here with my son Ewan, and no, it's not a news piece. We're actually having a bit of a frank and friendly discussion on comic books. But today we're talking about Captain America, the most famous of all the Captain Americas that I know.
There's Captain Britain, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Captain
Phasma,
Sporadic. Again.
Oh yeah, Captain. Yeah. So we're talking about the reason we're talking about Captain America is because the fact there's been some discussions, and you said that you watched an interview recently between Stan and who else?
Anthony Mackie.
Yep, and they were having a good old chat about what the future is going to be for Captain America once Civil War, Infinity War ties up. Too many wars. Too many wars in this place. Secret invasion,
Infinity love.
Yeah,
or civil love.
Exactly, man. Civil love. So what's going to happen with Captain Phillips? I mean, Captain America going forward, because he might be. Chris Evans has said he definitely wants to be to leave Marvel. He's got no plans to renew his contract, and he actually said that he would actually rather be in a directorial role, which is probably more suited
really
to
cool.
him, actually.
I'd love to see a Chris Evans directed Captain America film.
Would be fantastic. But if that's going to be the case, who's going to take up the mantle? I mean, we obviously know that the Shield is going to be pretty much non-existent in Infinity War, so therefore it is ripe for a new identity to carve out the Captain America name. And I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
You're thinking Norman Osborn becoming the Iron Patriot. That's what you're thinking. And I'm going to say no, that's not where we're going with this.
That's definitely what I was thinking.
Yeah. So stop thinking about Norman Osborn for once. I know you love him, but
I love his hair, Jules. I'm sorry, have you seen the way it goes red and...
I know, just ain't gonna happen. But maybe Bucky Barnes and old Falcon, maybe they are good potential members, seeing as they have appeared in both of his films. So
yeah, well, both of them have taken on the mantle of Captain America in the comics in the past. The main thing I wanted to draw on was that in the interview the other week, they mentioned they wanted to do a 48-hour style buddy cop film. 48 hours is a fantastic film, you should all watch. They wanted to do a buddy cop style spin-off.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you've seen Civil War, you'll know that they were two really good aspects of that. Like they're doing the web on the floor, and I just like, I hate you.
Yeah.
And they have really good chemistry together. But the thing that is interesting to me is obviously, irrespective of where your thoughts lie on Chris Evans departing the saga and Steve Rogers no longer being Captain America, the idea of Bucky taking over as Cap has been foreshadowed heavily, since the first Avenger, in Winter Soldier, and Civil War.
I mean, there's that iconic shot when he grabbed the shield and even stood down and posed for it, and you were like, okay, they're sending a clear message that this guy is being almost like tested to see whether or not he's going to be able to step up.
To me, it makes perfect sense. I think the comics where Bucky did become Cap were like some of the best ever. But the idea of specifically having Bucky and Falcon star in a film together, it doesn't seem like idle chat to me. If you look at the way they're doing the new Ant-Man film, for instance, that is being double billed as Ant-Man and the Wasp. And in the comics for decades, Captain America's comic was billed as Captain America and Falcon. Yeah. And now if you look at the way that Chris Evans is potentially leaving the franchise, why not make Captain America 4 Captain America and Falcon, but with either one of them? Yeah.
I think that makes perfect sense. And we've also got to say, and this is not a criticism to the talent at all, Falcon and Bucky, they are still secondary characters.
Yes.
They need basically the old guard to move out of the way for them to actually come into their own limelight. And having them work as a duo would actually play in their favour. Their personalities are at opposite ends of the spectrum from each other. You know, Falcon's much more laid back and sort of jokey, and Bucky is very serious but very action focused. Like, can count on him when the numbers are called. So therefore, the two of them together could create a lovely dynamic of basically just being like, okay, we might not be the strongest superhero separately, but together we can be what Captain America stands for.
And that's the whole thing, is about legacy and the whole idea of embodying Steve Rogers once he does inevitably depart. And I really like that idea. That's like, he's got such massive shoes that you need two characters to fill them. Yeah. And I would totally be up for a Captain America. It's just kind of this is just throwing ideas at the grand wall of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's not definitely going to happen. But
no. But it's a good idea, and I think that the thing is that Marvel is trying to create this cinematic universe which is telling stories that were very personal. Now it's all about the amalgamation of those into groups. It makes sense for them to actually start splitting them off into fractal groups again, but having clear leaders of them. Yes. So therefore people would follow Falcon and Bucky and maybe have a new initiative starting on that side. Then you'd have other people going back to Wakanda, you'd have people like this, and therefore Marvel has then seeded tons new like more films that will then have those people coming in as guests and then sort of helping other people come up. Kind of like how what was the Canadian Alpha Force?
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight. That was it. Yes.
Yeah.
You know when they did like the superhero initiative and they obviously had a different special team in each of the states. That could be a way of them setting this up for future.
West Coast Avengers, there we go.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
you could do.
West Coast. I don't want to start a gang wars. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that.
Captain Sporadic at it again.
It's East Coast for life anyway. Anyway, right, okay, so let us know what you think about this film idea down in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? And do you think that it's a positive move for the MCU? So let us know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. As always, yeah, as we go down with the ship, countdown goes down. So as I've been Jules, you've been awesome. This has been my son, Ewan. Bye!